One simple shift tripled my business. Curious what it is? Well, here's the cool thing, the simple tip can work for you too. So make sure you tune in today's prospecting pop up training in under 10 minutes. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about one simple shift that I made from selling to sponsoring. But what happens next will actually surprise you. Hey, as we get started today, let's get acquainted. Shout out below who you are and where you are tuning in from. I'm going to meet you over in the chat after today's live video, whether you're live, watching the replay. Let me know who you are and where you're tuning in from. Welcome to our prospecting pop-up training in under 10 minutes. I'm Sarah Robbins, former kindergarten teacher turned network marketing top leader. Together with our team, we do over $1 billion in sales every year. I share my best practices in my best-selling book, Rock Your Network Marketing Business. Not only the number one earner in my company, but the number one recruiter. And through the Network Marketing Inner Circle, my coaching program, I teach not only what's worked for me to get there, but thousands of my students successfully, which makes me so proud. And today we're going to be talking about that topic, recruiting and team building, and a simple shift that I made in my business that absolutely tripled it. And here's the cool thing, it's a simple thing that you can do too to start having success in both selling and sponsoring. Now, when people hear my story and they hear all the things that we've achieved, they're like, that's awesome, that's great. But here's the thing that I want you to know. Success wasn't always my story. In fact, sponsoring did not come easy for me. It took me 3 months to recruit my first consultant, mainly because I didn't have the network that most people have when they started. I was a shy young kindergarten teacher and I didn't have any experience in sales or in business. So in the beginning, I did what most people do. I focused solely on product sales, and it was amazing because I was actually able to replace my teaching income and part-time hours by selling products. But then I decided I'd go to an industry event where I knew people were building more to career type pace and income. And I knew if they could do it, I could do it too. But I just needed the skill set and the system to understand how. And guys, I saw this really cool demonstration that basically showed me the top thing, the one thing that every top earner had in common in our industry. Didn't matter the product, didn't matter the pay plan. Do you want to know the one thing that every 6, 7, and 8-figure earner had in common? Let me know by saying yes in the chat, and I'll tell you the story. So we went to this industry event, and there was all different companies that were represented there. And again, like I said, different products, different pay plans, but they brought the number one earner in their company up to the stage. They lined them up and they asked them a series of questions. Number one, how long have you been in your business? And it was like anywhere between 5 to over 25 years. Number two, how many have you personally sponsored for the business in your business? And it was anywhere between 30 to some people over 300 people that they brought into the business. And then a question was asked, how many people does a majority of your sales or your income come from? And a lot of people said 1 to 3 legs or leaders. Again, all different backgrounds, all different products, all different pay plans. But the one thing they had in common was they made the shift from sales to sponsoring. They started power prospecting for the business. And today I'm going to teach you how. If you stay tuned, I'm going to teach you the 2 ways that you can lead with the business. And I'm going to actually give you some language today too. Would that be cool for you? If so, drop your favorite emoji or a little heart and give me some love, because we're going to get to some really rich training today, free in under 10 minutes. All right. So I started leading with the business too. And when I made that shift from selling to sponsoring a team, things totally changed. I remember my check going from $3,800 to over $11,000 a month when I brought on my first leg or leader in the company in just a matter of months. So why? I want you to think about this. Imagine you own a coffee shop in the middle of the country and you have some of the best cup of joe that anybody's ever had, okay? You develop a successful business. Now imagine another business that we know of where there is a coffee shop on every corner. Now, I don't care whether or not you like the coffee. I don't even think they have the best coffee, me personally, right? But we know the difference of having multiple points of sale versus being one individual business. And I want you to think about network marketing. direct selling, social retail in a similar fashion. You can have the best product and sell it alone and earn a good income. But when you make the shift to developing almost like a pseudo franchise by empowering other sales leaders, you've now created multiple points of sale. Would you rather earn 100% of your own effort or 10% on multiple people, right? If you can imagine the compound effect over time. Now, here's the coolest part of the story, you guys, is I went to speak on that same stage years later with the same illustration. They do it every year. They brought us all up, lined us all up, and said, again, different companies, different pay plans. How long have you been in the business? 5 to over 25 years. How many people have you personally sponsored? I think it was like 30 to over 300 people. And how many does the majority of your income come from? Years later. And every single person said 2 to 3 legs or leaders. So, what is the lesson learned? And I'm going to teach you how to do this in the final 4 minutes. We all decided that we would lead with the business. At one point, we made the shift from simply selling product to then sponsoring for the business. So there's 2 different ways you can do this. So I want you to stay tuned. This is going to be some major fire for you today. This is going to change the trajectory of your business. Okay. So if you want some fire today, drop the fire emoji or say fire in the chat. Okay. All right, here we go. 2 ways to do this on the front end. Okay. You can lead with the business on the front end. So when you talk to somebody about your product, you can tell them, here's some language for you, write this down. There's 2 ways to experience the product. By the way, you can save this video later so you can actually hear the language again and again. And don't forget, hit the share button. Share this right now or share when we're done into a team page or in the inbox with a friend, okay? So when somebody expresses interest, you can say there's 2 ways to try the product. As a customer and get these benefits, or as a distributor and get these additional benefits. So essentially, what are you doing? You're upselling to the business, okay? Now, if you didn't do it on the front end, and let's say you're one of those people like me and you have an army full of customers and you're like, man, I never even shared the business with them. You can do it on the back end too. You want to know how? Let me know by typing a yes in the chat. The more excited you are, the more energy I have. Okay. On the back end, I'm going to be teaching in just a moment and tell you how you can get the training, my customer follow-up series. But one of the 5 questions that I ask every month is, as the distributor of the product, I get a really great discount. Now, if you don't get a discount, you could also talk to them about how they can earn their products for free by simply sharing their results with other people or sharing their affiliate link with other people. Okay. Would you like to learn more about that? So there's a language for you. Now, I mentioned I'm going to be sharing with you my entire prospecting process from conversation to close. We're going to be talking more about recruiting strategy, how to lead with the business. We're going to be giving you the language, the tips, online and offline, on my last free challenge of the year. Who knows about it? Who's registered for it? It's called Rock Your Recruiting Challenge, and this one is focused all on recruiting. If you're on my last challenge, it was all on social media strategy. This is on recruiting. And by the way, it's totally free. Recruiting is the number 1 skill set. Number 1. Write that down. Say that in the chat. Number 1. Recruiting is the number 1 skill set you have to master if you wish to have success and have success that sustains. And I'm going to be teaching you my entire recruiting system that made me the number 1 recruiter in my company and stay there for 15 years. But it's not only worked for me, it's worked for the thousands of others that I've coached successfully inside of the Network Marketing Inner Circle, my coaching program. Okay. And I'm doing it for free 3 days, November 27th through the 29th at 4 p.m. Pacific. That's 7 Eastern time. You can register more now or learn more at rockyourrecruitingchallenge.com. Here's what we're going to cover one of the days. We're going to be talking about professional prospecting language, words that work. If you like this little tidbit, we're going to be doing a whole hour session, a whole hour workshop on how to professionally prospect in every single setting. No spamming, no selling. Okay. But strong sponsoring language. All right. One of the next days, we're going to be talking about power prospecting, where to find people so you can generate unending leads and never run out of people to talk to. You'll also learn my entire prospecting process from conversation to close. And one of the final days, we're going to be talking about specific social media strategy for sponsoring. Look, we just did my social media challenge and it was 5 days of selling on social. This is specific to recruiting, the strategy to become a lead magnet for your business so people come to you on social. Again, recruiting is the number one skill set that you must master. And when you make that simple shift of only selling product to sponsoring for the business, you can see these great results too. So, who wants to join me? It's totally free and you can register right now at rockyourrecruitingchallenge.com. Now, when you register, you're going to see one option that I want you to pay attention to. This is important, so tune in. This is the last thing I'll say because it's super important. You will have the option to upgrade to VIP. As a holiday special, most people are doing Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Small Business Saturday. My gift to you is I'm offering it at half the cost that I normally do because I want to give more people the opportunity for personalized coaching with me and to leverage the holiday sale season, the strongest, most successful time of the year. In fact, just so you know, my 2 of the 3 legs or leaders, my strongest people actually join me during the holiday months. And I want to teach you exactly how. Going VIP is going to give you a deeper dive on the daily strategy with me. It's also going to give you the ability to pick my brain, ask questions so you don't get stuck. It's going to give you unlimited access to the recording so you can go back and watch and rock your recruiting all year round. But as a bonus, today we are throwing in my recruiting playbook totally for free. So, who wants to be a rockstar recruiter? If that's you, say I'm in the comments below. And I want you to do the following 3 things. So, win what's important now. Number 1, get yourself registered, rockyourrecruitingchallenge.com. Number 2, upgrade to VIP, my holiday gift to you, half off that cost to get more in-depth coaching with me on the daily topic and to go next level on your recruiting. And number 3, once you do, either share this video or the link with your team to get registered, rockyourrecruitingchallenge.com. I recommend you do it today because we're entering into a holiday week. So in just a few days, people's minds are going to be on turkey and stuffing and all the things. But right now, get their mindset focused on recruiting because it is the number one skill set you need to master. With that, who will I see there and who's sharing it with their teams? I will see you soon at rockyourrecruitingchallenge.com. Have a great day, guys. God bless. Goodbye for now. And rock on, rock stars. We'll see you soon for my last free challenge of the year. Don't miss it.